Oh shit.
Yeah, this is the side shit video. I'm not doing anything important at all.
So basically, this is a video to shit talk and shit post.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning up some of the side shit, and I'm showing you where here. I believe I'm showing you where Zidon's ultimate weapon is. This is how you fly on the Chocobo. It's very slow and very dorky.
That thing should not exist.
I didn't think chocobos could fly.
The golden Chocobo can. In this game, anyway.
That is adorably and precious.
Look at how dorky it is.
Feels...
Donk, 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 donk.
No.
Ah man, the Lickitung Evo looks sort of like a snail. That would have been rad as shit.
You see here where Shimmering Island used to be? It's now just not there anymore. That's where you find Zidon's ultimate weapon. You have to go in the ocean and dive right where it used to be on the map. Like right above, right where it says the name on the map, that's where you're supposed to dive to get to it.
Thankfully, your Chocobo can do that.
Yep. Can fly, can walk on the water, dive under the water, it's fine.
I am the Trifibian Chocobo!
You can die too.
See where I'm moving my cursor to make sure I'm like directly over the dot of where it used to be? It's kind of finicky where it wants you to be. Nope, not there. Not there either.
We start the episode off with the all-terrain burn, and yet Raven isn't here. This is just...
Treasure chest on the bottom of the ocean. We have Aquamarines, one Ultima weapon, and an invincible card.
With one Pegasus. Yeah, boy.
Yugi boy.
And so it goes up to from 71 to 100 damage,
God
100
damn.
attack. That bastard is... It's an ultimate weapon, alright?
Oh, Yugi boy.
Okay, and I think that's the culmination of the Chocobo side quest, so I'm going somewhere. But I'm not done with any of the Chocobo stuff. There's actually something that I forgot to pick up before I went over here. So we'll get to that in further on in the video.
Katha, don't! You'll fly off the corner of the world!
No, I won't. I'll fly into this. This shows up on any corner of the world map. See this crack here? Position your Chocobo and feed him a dead pepper. And he'll just fucking break down the goddamn mountain. And we're in Chocobo's paradise.
Chocobo in paradise.
What an odd place.
It's a blue Chocobo.
Blue?
For a second, I thought Moogle's name was Meme, and I'm like, this thing is atrocious.
Kill it.
Chocobos!
Yeah, this place is full of Chocobos of
Could
every
you
color.
challenge that one to a card battle? Is that what that was?
Yes, you can challenge all the Chocobos here to card battles.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I once saw someone talk about how chocobos look like they were designed by a person who's never actually looked at a bird, and I'm like, do you elaborate? Because they look like birds to me.
They look like birds to me.
Oh my god. I love this place.
I love Chocobos. I love them so much.
I love them alive and deep fried.
Yeah,
Even better than ports, TT?
the problem
No,
with Chocobo's
no.
Paradise is only Chocobos can live here.
Oh.
I mean, that's why it's a Chocobo's paradise. Although, who built it? Did the Chocobos build all this?
The Chocobos built it.
Okay.
They're quite handy.
They've been holding out.
The fat Chocobo is like fucking God. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And I missed a treasure, so I have to come back here after I find it.
Oh, the poor Moogle. He can't be with his friend forever.
That's not the end, so like I said, I missed a treasure, and I thought, like, maybe if I go back in, it will register that I have them all, and no, it's just that I didn't get one. So I have to come back here later in the video. It's like, well, oops.
Chocobos!
And yeah, you can challenge the fat Chocobo to a card game.
No.
It's time to duel.
Oh, Yugi boy! I am the Chocobo King. I challenge you to a card game.
And this is how you get down from here. You
And
take,
if you lose,
take the
I
slide.
get your soul.
Whee!
No. Animation.
Animation's great for that. Okay, so that's the Chocobo stuff for now. But now I have at the beginning of the video I picked up the last Stilazello coin. So I'm gonna go drop all that off on the bird lady.
Good.
What does she give you?
You'll see.
Respect.
No, she doesn't have any of that. See all them fucking coins?
Why does she keep them in cages?
I don't know, she's weird.
Wait, you're telling me you don't keep every piece of money you own in an individual cage?
Yeah, you get the Robe of Lords for getting all of the 12 of them. Something is missing. There's one more coin.
One more.
And like the lady says over here, she said, there's writing on the back of the coins. It's supposed to give you a clue about how to find it, but I don't know how the hell you're supposed to glean that from just the coins. Like, if I didn't know where it was, I'd never fucking find it.
Mm-mm.
Like, I'll show you the story on the back of them. It sort of points to where it is, but it only sort of points to it for me because I know where it is. So you go into your key items and you can read the back of them. Story of 12 Zodiacs. The 11 Zodiacs pondered how best to catch Virgo's heart. Aries headed east. Taurus had an idea. He would give Virgo a gift. Through the forest and over the mountain, he found a star. Gemini thought by the river, I will sing her a song. He didn't know where she was, but he hoped his song would reach her. Cancer headed to the cape where Virgo waited. The sun was setting into the ocean. Would he finally see her? Leo was waiting for the sun to set in the ocean. Then Cancer showed up and they began to fight. Into the ocean they fell.
Probably not good since Cancer's a crab and Leo's a lion.
Yeah. Watching the sunset from the cape, Virgo whispered, My only wish is to be with you now. Liber was a perverse fellow. He would always walk in the opposite direction of the sun. Would he ever see Virgo? Scorpio was very timid. He always looked at his shadow until one day he decided to look away. He walked up a hill.
As you do.
Sagittarius dashed through the night, defying the chilly northern wind that was stinging his right cheek. Impatient Capricorn ran up a hill towards the sun and fell asleep from exhaustion. Aquarius arrived late. He asked everyone, "Who kissed Virgo?" Aquarius, excuse me, I can't say that fucking name. Pisces said to Aquarius, "Virgo made her choice. Go see him and he'll tell you the rest." So that's supposed to be your clue to where to find the last of this fucking 13 coins.
Nope.
So
It's
where
by
is
a,
it?
by a cape, by a sunset. Where's the sunset and where's there a cape?
Oh.
It's in Quan's dwelling. It's directly where the Scorpio coin used to be. You have to go search that exact place again. But you won't find it until you get all 12 of them and get them all back.
They must be united to find the third one.
It's
I
right there.
heard pizza.
Something under where the Scorpio used to be. Ophinicus.
Orpheus, huh?
Did the Scorpio and the Virgo just sparkle in my hands?
Well, if they kissed
yeah.
each other enough, he kisses their kid.
No,
It'll be a scorpion woman.
I don't get it, but how would you do that?
Ophinicus. Their future was uncertain, but Scorpio and Virgo kissed in the light of dusk. That moment meant everything.
Oh,
Aww.
the scorpion fell in love. Aw. I
And
love
the
you, little
two-headed
scorpion.
snake recorded it all.
It's kind of a cute little thing, the Stilazello coins.
What do you get for collecting all of them, I wonder?
What you get for collecting all of them, I'm going to go get it right now. It's
Oh,
actually an item.
Delicious.
It's actually an item that you can use it for something later, but if you keep it in your inventory during the ending scenes, you'll get an extra little scene that
Oh,
won't be there
ooh.
unless you have this item. So let's go get it.
Now, are you doing all the optional things?
Not really.
'Cause,
Just the ones that I felt like doing.
Okay,
So none of that card game bullshit.
None of it. I'm not playing a card game ever fucking again.
because I know there's one thing you definitely didn't do, and that's the frog catching.
No, I did not do the frog catching. That can go eat a dick. I'm not gonna spend my time catching 100 frogs to do nothing.
Well, just for spoilers, because we're not gonna cover it. Basically, you fight Quack, and you get put in his ultimate fork. For him to say "fork you" with.
She's taking all the coins back.
Whoa! Each one should have its own prison. Whoa. I wonder if you're related to Donald or something.
Donald Duck? Yeah.
She's a duck lady. I don't know. She might be.
So this is where the triplets.
What you get for this is a hammer.
Ooh, if Smash Bros has taught us anything, that is very OP.
I'm gonna assume this is something from Baku that happens.
Oh, so that's where Lapis ended up. Cool.
Yeah, this is the last thing I needed to get to end the Chocobo side quest. So now we're going back to Chocobo's Paradise. I'm making sure that I didn't miss any cracks. So what you have to do, did you see that crack on that mountain? You have to scour the entirety of the world looking for bubbles in the ocean and cracks in the mountains.
Scour every crack.
I didn't know this was a place you could do, although I might have been. Who knows?
So now that we have actually have everything, we're going to go talk to the Fat Chocobo again.
You can't summon them in this game either, which is sad.
Now I finally found all the treasures in the world.
Where?
Your Mina is gonna try again.
I'm gonna live here too.
It's you again.
He doesn't like that.
Like I said before, only chocobos can live
A
here.
choco
I'm
needs
sorry.
me, Kupo.
There are no exceptions. I
Kupo.
apologize, Small One.
Now,
Forget about it, mean. Oh, that's the
now the I forgot what he gives you at the end of this, and I have more than 100 cards. He gives you cards.
Oh no.
For I am going to eat him. Now immediately I will no longer enter.
No.
That's actually kind of sad.
But I'll give you something in exchange.
You already have enough cards.
Sorry. First, Choco, it's time to say goodbye.
So, did you, this
Just,
is-
Shh. You see what happens. He's out of here.
He's gonna go cry.
How did we get here?
Bye, Chocobo.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
Hmm.
You can carry me, right?
Okay, what about the other party members?
Oh,
We started with a big fat heavy armor.
They're all in their Pokeballs. They don't count.
I don't think this is gonna work. No, that didn't work.
This is not.
They just look at each other like, well, fuck.
Queen.
Yeah.
Can't Garna just summon some flying Edelon and be home?
She's in her Pokeball. She can't.
Summon
Yeah.
her, dude.
Zidane can pick out the fact that this is Choco throughout all of the other Kwayang of the other Chocobos, but Mean can't. So yeah, Choco doesn't stay here. He'd rather be with us
Aww.
than in a paradise created for Chocobos.
Bye, Chocobos. With Chocobo.
You know, I don't think there's actually a lot of interaction between Zidane and Choco specifically.
There is if you fucking do this many fucking side quests. And here is the beginning of the Mognet side quest. This is the last letter that I had to hang on to. So you have to deliver every single letter throughout the game, or you can't do this side quest on the 4th disc. The first place we go is Alexandria. To the first Moogle we ever talked to.
Can you even go back?
And here's
Oh.
fucking Stiltskin.
Rumple.
And there's that fucking minigame that is the bane of my goddamn existence.
I don't think anybody liked that minigame.
Okay, and Kupo is going to give you the first letter in the 5-letter side quest of Mognet. And you can buy this last shit from Stiltskin over here. And then talk to him again. And he'll give you the culmination of his little side quest, which is a ribbon.
Which is, I believe, Aiko's item?
Yep, so now I have like 3 of them.
Yeah, what good that does.
They're actually a very good add-on, so... Okay, and Atla is in Burmecia. She's the Moogle in the Burmecian place, so I had to run through Burmecia to get to her.
All those really annoying enemies.
Yeah, and the machine in Mognet Central broke down, so that's why they're not getting any mail. And she gives you one to Mujiro. Where's Mujiro again? Where's Mojiro?
Cut to Mojiro.
Oh yeah, that's one in the Black Mage Village.
I wonder how the genome's doing.
They seem to be doing pretty good, except for that one having the stare off with the baby chocobo.
Daring contest. Okay, we're leaving. Potato, I'm winning.
Kamul. Where's Kamul?
Hey, a manga doesn't have an M. How about that?
Oh, Kamul's in fucking Ibsen's castle. Isn't that nice?
God.
Curse you, Ibsen!
I never wanted to visit the place again, ever.
Rare item, you say?
Well,
They don't ever tell you what it is until the very ending. Moise. Moise is a pain in the ass to find.
is he in the
Absolute
forest?
pain. No. He was in the forest. But now he's in a very specific place, and you have very specific conditions to get to him. You have to have Keenan in your party, and you have to go to the Q's Marsh, and you have to run to the entrance of Fossil Rule.
Ugh. That reminds me, there's a place in the dark forest where it's like this river goes somewhere. What is that?
That's where Baku and his team escape up the river.
Oh. So there's nothing else there.
There's nothing else there.
For all these years, I always wondered what secret was on that river.
There's no secret. That's just pointing out how Baku and his team get out. So that's not a plot hole.
Now if it was just a secret I could never figure out. What?
Nope, no secret. The last Moogle is here in Dejero.
Good, straightforward.
Nagi.
I think Margaret can go back to standard operation if we get the right item.
That
Cooper?
thing. That thing is very helpful. Okay,
I
here's
have
the
a
last
favor to
letter.
ask, Cooper.
And we go all the
Thanks.
way back to Kupo. In Alexandria.
It all comes
Okay.
full circle.
So,
What
this
do you
letter.
want to do, Cooper? A letter from Noggy?
Super slick.
What's needed to run the machine
oil.
along in Central? It's
Basically
super
oil.
You can't get that anywhere. You stupid, dumb fuck marshmallow fuckers.
Don't know where to get any super slick. But I do. I know exactly who has super slick.
slick, which is I, Cooper.
It's apparently oil that can be used to run machines and to make your hair super soft at the same time. And who do you think has nice super soft hair? Fucking Ruby.
Oh, hey, she came back in the end after all. No, this is not Final Fantasy VII. I'm sorry. This is a better game.
And apparently this rare item that everybody's looking for, this lady's parents just fucking have tons of it. Just to be extra fucking irritating. Okay, and here's Mognut Central. It's another place you have to open up by ramming your chocobo's face into mountainsides.
Literally like the almost northernmost spot in the entire fucking map.
So what even is Bognet?
It's
Take
basically
sausage.
basically. It's just the worldwide Mog mail system. And this
Yep.
machine is where all their letters magically get to, I guess? I don't know how this works.
It's a series of tubes.
And now it's working again. And you get a protect ring for all that shit. I have 5 of those. So the
Wait.
reason that this machine broke down is because this motherfucker was slathering himself with oil.
You little selfish prick. It's as bad as Lou eating all the carrots in Pikmin 2.
And here's fucking Stiltskin. Yeah, no shit it is. Dumbass.
Is there anything else? There everything else.
No, that's it.
That's retarded.
Mognet's running again. You
That's
helped.
like the most retarded thing the side quest has. When you do a
Yeah.
painful side quest, you're supposed to get a good reward.
Yeah, we're back in Quan's dwelling because there's a little thing here if you have both Vivi and Kina in your party.
I
This
like
happens.
Something smell.
This happens. She sees this.
Oh my god, it's making noise and everything.
Oh wow. I've actually seen this before, but it looks good every time.
I like the
You know,
the barrel up there just labeled wine. No,
I
there's
think it's pouring into a big ass glass.
yeah,
Forever.
there's nothing actually there.
Oh, Kina, you try.
She filled herself up on imaginary food.
Quan's legacy.
It's actually not far off. Kina, you stop.
Is that Quan?
There's Quan. There. That Kina's talking to. It's Vivi's grandfather. And he's telling us why Kina saw that feast and nobody else did.
oh god, there's 3 of them.
So Quail does know Quan. This is kind of a weird little thing. It's your imagination you use to eat. Travel on the road and gain imagination. People who have no imagination, no taste until they actually eat.
That's deep.
It is oddly, even with the broken English.
Mm-hmm.
There's Vivi.
Aww. It's how he. Aww.
It's thanks to Vivi I learn about imagination. I teach Vivi who not know anything about world outside. My imagination grow very big as I teach him.
Aww. That's very deep.
It comes around, trust me.
It's a weird little cutscene that you don't get unless you know it's here, but it's kind of interesting.
Basically, memories.
This is when Zidane finally realized that those two were right for
Don't
each other.
reminisce.
It was wrong of him to try and interfere. That Kina was a prize he could not win.
He doesn't see
Yay.
Quan. And Quail finally realizes that he was wrong about. You still have a long way to go, Zidane.
Well, I mean, we gotta go back to Moria, so
Kina gets to shit talk Zidane.
Sorry, Zidane, you are not a
Okay.
know-it-all.
And after you watch that little scene, you go to this broken clock that I've showed off before. There's actually something in it. Running shoes. That's how you learn auto haste. You basically have your ATE bar fills up like twice as fast now.
I think you can jump off of this ledge too, Kenny.
And here's the optional boss fight.
Who dares disturb my sleep? Leave at once or die.
Fire to die.
Here's Hades.
Oh, hey, it's the festival music.
Yeah, for some reason Hades' boss fight music is the same as the festival music.
I was taking a dump.
You're supposed to equip yourself with shadow absorbing or negating equipment because he does some attacks that do shadow damage. So I have all that equipped. So he shouldn't be able to damage me too much. Also, I learned auto haste on everybody. I don't know if you'd noticed that.
Ah!
It's a kind of a difficult boss fight. Also, yeah, that I'm stealing again because he has some okay shit.
Also, they get that feed for the grand total of like 2 times you might use it. Just because you don't remember what it does. You're like, hey, what's this do?
Yeah, and he powers up his sword. And this is he takes a couple turns. He powers up a really strong attack, and then he smacks you with shadow damage. And that's why you want your shadow damage equipment. Battle boots. He stole twice in a row. Not doing too bad, Zidane. You might actually get everything.
I had one play of the game where Zidane was really good almost every single time, but near the part where you go to save Aiko from Kuja, it stopped working.
Yeah, that's when he stops being really good at stealing things. So I have 3 turns until his sword is powered up.
And until then, he's a punching bag.
Until then, he's a punching bag. Couldn't steal anything. Oh well, you tried.
I did face him and I did beat him.
Oh, he's dead. Never mind. That was the super powerful extra boss! Hope you liked that 4 minutes.
The dump has been taken.
It wasn't even 4 minutes. That was like, what, 2? I didn't even get to try to steal more than 4 times. I might have over-leveled a little bit. 2 pumice pieces here, and he'll synthesize them for you.
Yes.
The pumice pieces, you get 2 of them in the game, unless you do the absolute extra secret boss that I'm not going to do because I hate him. Then you get 3.
I thought you were going to do it.
No, I'm not going to do Ozma. He would eat a dick.
I don't know.
So you take the 2 pumice pieces that you get, bring them to Hades, and he makes the pumice, which is the summoning item for a Garnet's last summon. And I will use this summon in the next video.
Good, because I definitely love that summon. I love it. I want it.
And I'm synthesizing some Garnets to make Bahamut more powerful.
Good.
Because this is the other place that you can get Garnets synthesized. Oh, you can also synthesize to save the queen. You can't equip it to anybody though. You just have it.
Also, you can make another pumice piece.
Yeah, I can take the pumice and break it into pumice pieces again, if I feel like it.
I guess because of the boost. Some other people can learn.
Put the robe of lords that I stole on, and put the pumice on her, so she could start learning arc.
It's art.
You remember that boss we fought in Olivert?
Yep.
That's her summon.
I wish we could see it now, because it's so weird.
She just summons a giant fucking airship.
And it makes one of the most bullshit attacks ever.
Yeah, but you'll see it, so don't say anything. Okay, now this is the last thing of the video.
I did
If you-
not know there's...
If you go back to Maiden Suri,
Looks very different now.
and you go back to Aiko's little porch.
Her little kitchen porch.
See, there's Lonnie's just hanging around. Oh, she's left. She's
Who?
fucking out of here. Who's
Who's
Lonnie?
that?
Remember the bounty hunter that came after us?
Oh, her.
She must not like somebody that's in our party. I wonder who that could be.
Aiko?
In our
Honestly,
current
huh?
party.
It could be Zidane. Probably Zidane.
I would think it would be Steiner.
No, it's actually Dagger.
Oh, yeah, those two did dislike each other.
Yeah, you can't have Dagger in your party if you want to talk to Lanny here. You also can't have Amarant in your party, or she will also run away. So anybody but Amarant or Dagger in your party, and go back in there and go talk to her.
Bring in Aiko. Oh.
So what's Lonnie's story?
You'll see. You'll see in a second. I'm actually gonna go talk to her again.
I don't really remember what her story is. I don't even think I did this, actually. So, even I don't know.
This isn't actually about Lonnie. At least not most of it.
I have a feeling what's going to happen. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to say it either.
And just let it happen. Now when you go back to the porch, if you don't have Dagger or Amaranth in your party, she'll sit there and talk to you. And you ask her what the hell she's doing here. She tried to get back to the Mist Continent, but she couldn't. Because she had no way to get back there. And she was starving to death, and then the Moogles rescued her. And that's when she realized she was being a shit.
Well, she's a bounty hunter. What do you expect?
I haven't thought about money once since I've been here. Saw some
Okay.
words that might mean something in the small room over there. Now you might be a little fucking confused about what she means by the small room over there. It's not Aiko's room down there, and it's not Aiko's kitchen or Aiko's dining room. It's actually the Eidolion wall.
Yeah, small room. You know, I
So-
expected that
What you do here is you're supposed to walk around the room until you get to the door, and then you hear a little chime. And you're supposed to turn around and go the other way, but I'm going around here to show you that if you keep going, nothing's going to happen.
You know, I expected Lonnie's thing to be like she's related to the summoners somehow.
No, she just can't get back home, and the Moogles didn't let her starve to death, basically. Okay, so what you do at the Eidolion wall is you walk around it until you get back to the door. And you hear a little chime. You turn around and walk the other way. And you do this 9 times.
Holy.
And you notice how soft that tone is? You have to be really fucking listening to make sure you get it. Because it's not just when you get to the door, you have to hear the chime.
So, is there any hints in the game to do this?
Nope.
Then it's bullshit.
Something interesting happens, though.
Sometimes when you're a game developer, you just want to include some things that no one could possibly figure out because you're a dick.
I can get that. But as a person who hasn't done that and has to deal with it if I want to get the most out of this game, and I do mean the very most, that's bullshit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but once you do this 9 times, the game will let you know that you've done it.
Kind of nice of it.
It sounds more like a little mechanical doing
Yeah, it's just a little dink. There. There we go. Done it 9 times. That's your hint. And now you go around the Eidolon wall and read all of the things that popped up. Every single one.
Esto Gaza.
There's Eidolon that can exist outside of our legendary theory no longer holds true. What theory? Aiko, you are a treasure born to a dying village. Some of these messages are from Aiko's grandfather.
Aww.
Also, the Eidolons are not from... They're not legendary creatures, they're born from legends.
So, yokai, basically. Faith in them.
Nobody's gonna get that.
Some of us will get that.
Yeah, they...
That's
The
an
summon-
HWE reference, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the summoners believed that the Eidolons were legendary creatures, but they actually came from... They became real from their legends. It's a little
Like a
strange.
god in Discworld.
You notice that Ifrit there doesn't have a message. When the arrogant one
dick.
summoned a power that could not be controlled, holy judgment was passed. That's why they broke the crystal. Because somebody tried to summon Alexander that wasn't supposed to. Also, Shiva was the first Eidolon discovered. And apparently she grew up as she was summoned.
Interesting.
See? Created from the legends and not the other way around.
This is some deep philosophical shit here.
Fear not the power of summon magic, but the ones who use it. So that was all the notes, but after you read every single one of them, now Ifrit has something. I survived the storm. I wonder if you two are okay. This is a message from Garnet's father.
Aww.
So Garnet's real name is Sarah.
Garnet's real name is Sarah.
God, how many names is she gonna get?
7 more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you find out Garnet's real name.
Yeah,
You have to do all that to make that message pop up.
And that's the end of the...
I just
And
think that's a neat little side quest, even though the game gives you no fucking...
I still think that's bullshit. I really don't like it when games do that, especially if it's something that fluffy and important that the player who really likes the game would really want to know it.
Yeah,
That's why
it's buried
if
so
you-
deep. It's really strange.
It's a reward for players who want to dig deep.
Who's gonna know that though?
I mean, it's a reward for... No one's gonna figure that out.
No one's gonna figure.
I had to read a walkthrough to figure that out.
Yeah, that's a reward for people who do the research.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but back
the
to
next video is the ending of this entire LP, so I hope you're all excited for that one.
Oh yeah.